I want to thank our athletic director, Kevin Steele, for being here, Chad Jenkins, our SID, and Rick Fields, our offensive line coach. As I kind of look at this year, it's been a long summer, been a long off season. I'm ready to get it going. That being said, it also seems like it's right around the corner. You know, we're all starting, guys start moving back in, getting calls from guys, and really kind of seeing who's going to show up this year for us. It seems like most of the teams here are young. It seems like that's kind of NAIA way. You get transfers and you're young. That's kind of seems to be the theme, top to bottom, and I think we're no different. We lose a lot of players from last year on the defensive side of the ball, starting with Jake Duren, you know, two-time All-American. How do you replace a guy like that? I'm not sure we will this year. Hopefully we find somebody in the future that can. We lost both starting corners. You look at the secondary, our safeties are returning. One guy graduated, one guy decided to transfer to join the University of Arkansas in the business school. So you lose both corners, and the good thing is we have a guy that started 2 years ago in Brandon Griffin, going to step in at corner, then we'll be young at the other corner position. Again, linebackers, we return one starter. Danchard Anderson is coming back, coming off an outstanding sophomore year, and he should lead the linebacker core. The other guys are going to be young. They're going to be true sophomores, redshirt freshmen, that type of thing. It's going to be interesting to really see who steps up and wins those positions for us. D-line, we lost four of our starting six in a two-man rotation on the D-line. We returned Brandon Smith coming off the edge at defensive end. We returned Charlie McCaleb at the nose. Those two are anchoring our D-line, again, with a lot of new faces and a lot of unknowns. We do have some guys we redshirted last year that should be okay, but again, they haven't played in the college game, so you really don't know. Special teams wise, we return our kicker, Cody Morrow. He does all three. Did an outstanding job for us last year, and he does return for his senior campaign. Behind him, we did sign another kicker to try to relieve some of the kicking pressures on his leg. A young man named Francisco Hernandez, who did 4 years in Major League Soccer. So he has a big leg, but he hadn't kicked football for a long time, so at least American football for a long time. Our returners, we lost our returners. Again, there's going to be a question on who can do that come camp. We'll have tryouts and just really see who can. So I just want the punt caught, really. See who can catch the punt and get the ball back. And hopefully we're getting some teams to punt. So I think that's the biggest question mark is how are we going to stop teams this year with losing so many starters and so much valuable playing experience on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, I think is where our strength would be this year. We returned 10 of our 11 starters, including All-American tight end and Juan Redmond. We're returning Sean Ransburg at quarterback, and Tyler Hurl, the quarterback from 2 years ago, is now eligible and ready to go, and he should push Sean at the quarterback position and in the open competition really in camp to see who steps up and who's ready to go. We returned 4 of our 5 starting offensive linemen. The only one we lost was Ryan Huff, our starting right tackle. We returned all 3 starters at receiver, as well as all their quality backups. So we were young last year as well. We returned all our top 3 running backs, including Greg Gates and James Tillman, our 2 standout freshman tailbacks from last year, as well as Ashford Johnson, who will be a senior for us this upcoming season. Young guys, I think it's hard to hang your hat on young guys coming in because you really don't know what they can do making the transition from high school to college. So for me to speak on any of those specifically, I think would be an injustice because the guys I typically think are really good, tend up being good scout team players, and the guy that walked on or just showed up tends to be the guy that steps up in college. So for me to try to put any expectations on those guys right now, I think would be a little bit of a disservice. Our staff did change a little bit this year. Those guys, they work hard, and I am returning Paul Hubbard as our D coordinator. I'm the offensive coordinator as well. We lost our special teams coach and wide receiver coach, our running back coach, and as well as a defensive assistant. I've added some extra some new faces to the coaching arena. Kimball Anders will be coming back and helping us with the running backs again. Eddie Kennison has agreed to start his coaching career at receivers for us, which is a big boost for us, and we're excited about that. And I added a coach out of the state of Washington, a guy named Matt Ashley. He'll be joining us this year. So we'll be some new faces. And along with new faces comes new continuity. So hopefully we can get it going in the short time that we have before camp starts. Very excited about the upcoming year. It's an honor to stand up here as a coach in the Heart of American Conference, which I believe is the best conference in the country, hands down, top to bottom. I think we play the best competition day in and day out, week to week, than any other team in the country, and I believe that. It's an honor to be standing up here with such great peers. Thank you.